Hello everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another XDEFIANT video. Now, there's a fat topic that is going around surrounding XDEFIANT, and that is skill-based matchmaking, or for short, SBMM. The very reason why SBMM is being talked about is mainly because of Call of Duty and how it has implemented SBMM in their recent titles.
One watermelon fresh from the manure.
I mean, since Modern Warfare 2019, I believe that's when they added skill-based matchmaking. I believe it is obvious as to why Call of Duty is being brought up in XDefiant discussions. That is because they are similar. They're both arena-type shooter games, and it is only fair to compare the two. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty. In fact, that's the first shooter-type game I ever played. It was COD 4. My goodness, bro. What a game. Am I right, dude? I mean, COD 4 is one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. I mean, we're talking about campaign, multiplayer, but that's going off topic. Let's go and focus on XDefiant and skill-based matchmaking. If you're wondering what side am I on the side of not having skill-based matchmaking on Call of Duty. And apparently there are another side that wishes for skill-based matchmaking to be in Call of Duty, which I don't even know why they want that. If you guys want some challenging games or matches, just hop on rank. There's no reason why public matches needs to have that system. It just doesn't make sense, you feel me? I mean, that is a sole reason why rank exists, doesn't it? So why do they have skill-based matchmaking in public lobbies? I have no idea, and I just can't understand it. I'm glad that XDefiant released because it shows why XDefiant is funner than Call of Duty, perhaps. I mean, not to say that Call of Duty isn't fun, it's just that the system of having skill-based matchmaking makes it kind of annoying because it always feels like I'm, playing a tournament, and sometimes I just want to kick it back and relax, use some, non-meta guns, which nowadays people just abuse the things. I mean, they just watch TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, watch videos about classes. It's insane. And I'm the type of person to use other different guns and not abuse meta weapons. And I find it extremely annoying how I'm just in a constant disadvantage because all these guys are using meta guns and it's quite annoying. Then again, once you start getting stomped on Call of Duty, you get to other lobbies that you just stomp on them. But as soon as you stomp on other people, they stomp you right back in the other match. I have no idea if that made any sense, but I hope so. But it's just like a constant in between. You go up and down, up and down. That's how I feel like, unless if other people feel differently. I mean, I'm open for a discussion, as long as it is a fair discussion. Don't be a dickhead, basically, bro. And I don't know, man. I mean, XDefiant does not have skill-based matchmaking, and I have been having a great time on that game. Sure, there are times where I just get absolutely wrecked because there's a lot of sweats. In this day and age, people are sweating everywhere. Don't get me wrong, but it's far more better than having the system of skill-based matchmaking, in my own opinion. Because let me tell you this, I am more relaxed and calm when playing XDefiant. Compared to Call of Duty, it's a whole different type of thing. I feel like in Call of Duty, it's always me and that one other person in another team that is doing good, and it's basically a battle between who does the best between me or the other person. Occasionally, you could have like two other people, but I always feel like I'm carrying my own team. And it's quite annoying because if I don't use meta guns, I am letting my team down because I am basically handicapping myself and the game expects me to carry the team. And you know what, game? I don't feel like always carrying my team. You feel me? I want to goof around. I want to use other guns. I mean, every time in Call of Duty, I'm always at the top. Occasionally, I can see myself, below. But compared to XDefiant, I'm just relaxing and I have other teammates that are carrying me for once. And I haven't experienced that in Call of Duty in a long time, and it is not consistent. I'm always carrying the team when it comes to Call of Duty, but in XDefiant, there's a lot of times where I'm like at the middle. As long as I'm going positive, I am fine. Alright, I believe I am finished right there, and that's enough of me just rambling on about skill-based matchmaking and how I personally feel about it. Now let's talk to people who actually like skill-based matchmaking. From what I see, people are nutting over skill-based matchmaking. It is reaching beyond the Adam's apple, bro. Let's just say it's ridiculous. It is absurd. It is insane. The insanity, the audacity to have these opinions. I mean, if we look into X, formerly known as Twitter, we could look into a post that talks about, skill-based matchmaking. For example, right here we have XDefiant Informer saying, "How's everyone enjoying XDefiant's no SBMM lobbies?" It's amazing to be able to hop on a game without the worry of feeling stress afterward. And rightfully so. My experience on XDEFIANT has been amazing and it is relaxing. I mean, I've been having fun, just chilling, you know, something that I really haven't been doing in Call of Duty because I have to sweat in order to win. You don't have to win every game, but losing feel like so annoying, especially when you go up against a sweat or like a nerd, bro. If someone's better than me, bro, I want to be better than them. It's just that competitive mindset, you know? And we go against a lot of people like those in each game. It just gets really stressed, bro. You just build up stress. It's annoying. You don't want to play the game. You only want to play a few matches. And in XDEFIANT, I don't really get that. So let's look into the replies, shall we? Now you got some people talking about how, you know, they don't really agree with this, mainly because they probably like are not good in the game and they rely on skill-based matchmaking to hold their hands. You get this person saying, every game I join, everyone's jumping constantly, like they are on fire or some with a laughing emojis. I mean, that's valid. I've been seeing a lot of people jumping. To be honest with you, when I see somebody jumping, I get kind of furious. I do teabag them if I get the chance to, you know, unalive them in the game. That's just part of the game. If you encounter a sweat, you know, you just gotta let them know. Teabag them. We got another person saying, maybe I'm just bad, but every game feels like a sweaty asshole. Right? Seems like people are complaining about how sweaty the game is, which in my experience, I've encountered some sweaty lobbies, but occasionally I'm beating the sweat. This other person says, what are you talking about? Every game is a sweat fest. We got this person saying, not being stressed, man. Every lobby is like a CDL since day uno. Alright, seems like my guys are struggling here. And this person is saying, it's amazing. Nothing felt worse than having 3 really good games and calling it a night, only for your warm-up games the next day to be sweat-fueled. SBMM does not belong in pubs. That's literally what ranked is for. This person says that being able to sit back, chill, and just play a game without having to play like I'm playing esports tournament is so much fun. The tweets that I read out loud explains 2 different sides to this, you know, conflict that we're having in regards to what people think about SBMM. I believe it's simple to understand the situation of SBMM in regards to Call of Duty and XDEFIANT. To end this video off, I believe it is great to have none other than the creator of the game, Mark Rubin, to explain why SBMM is a bad addition to FPS games.
You lose out on all the fun variety that I think a lot of the old school shooters had. Like you jump into a match and you can see a guy in there who's just wrecking, right? And he is just absolutely destroying, and you're kind of having fun with it because he's just so good, or she. And then you get into another game where you're the person who's wrecking, right? Like, and that experience, that variety is really what I think is missing in a lot of some of the modern arcade shooters, and I think it's something that we really feel is important to bring back to first-person shooters.
And with that is the sole reason why I've been having fun in XDEFIANT. If anyone has to say something about my own opinion on SBMM, I just want to say I don't really struggle with SBMM because I be doing my own thing. I'm the one who carries people. It's more of a nuisance than a struggle, because when it comes to FPS games, I'm above average, I would say, just about. I feel like this discussion shouldn't even exist because it should be obvious that skill-based matchmaking should not exist in pub games. And the thing that ends this discussion is that is the reason why rank exists. Rank should be the only game mode where SBMM should exist because, you know, it is in competitive mode. It makes sense to have that type of system there. There's no reason why a casual game mode should have that system. And I know people are saying that the reason why SBMM exists is to protect people who are not good. Well, not everyone begins playing good. We start off somewhere at the very bottom, and with time, you get better. So basically, the people who are complaining are always at the bottom of the leaderboard, which makes sense because if I was constantly in the bottom of the leaderboard, I would be complaining too, but luckily I am not. Basically, removing SBMM equals fun. This video might be controversial, but you know what? What is life without any controversy? If you guys enjoy what you see, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. That's it. See you guys in the next one.